This has got to be the strangest thing that's happened to me in a long time. These 2 single-dollar bills were sent to me for nothing. I did nothing to warrant receiving these. Now, I'm used to getting free stuff in the mail. I get free coffee vouchers on a fairly regular basis due to my fairly regular consumption of coffee, but that's because I have a Starbucks Gold card. I signed up for that. And even though $2 isn't going to cover my daily coffee bills, it's still free money. I'm demoversi, this is Irreverent Edutainment, and today we're going to find out who the hell sends US currency through the mail to current fucking resident.
Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it.
In what has to be the most innovative use of an advertising budget I've ever encountered, a company called Knowledge Networks has apparently been sending cold hard cash to randomly selected addresses since '07. The deal with this company is probability-based sampling, which is technobabble for they do surveys. Now, I don't know about yours, but my spam box is so full of free offers and survey requests that I'm mildly concerned about the spontaneous development of a scamularity. That being said, I'm actually rather impressed at how this company managed to evade my carefully developed leeriness. See, instead of promising me small amounts of money for dubious services dubiously rendered, they sent me the money in advance. This did 2 very substantial things to me psychologically. First, it prevented me from forgetting about their offer. Viable marketing. But second, it made me want to research their company, find out if it was weird enough for me to make a video about it. I love research. You learn the strangest things. First thing I learned is that either this company doesn't know how to make a website for shit, or I am drastically overestimating the average intellect of the American populace. The offer I received from Knowledge Networks was to join a survey group known as Knowledge Panel. Both KN and KP have their own very distinct websites, with little connection to each other. The corporate website is an absolute mess of buzzwords and self-promotion. Here's a quote. Knowledge Networks delivers value to consumer packaged goods (CPG) clients by leveraging sophisticated analytic techniques and an array of data sources to help them build brands and drive business. We can uniquely draw on actual purchase information as well as quantitative and qualitative custom research data, collaborating with your brand team to take on almost any challenge facing new or existing products. Corporate speak for the lose. Have some self-respect. Now, I'm no stranger to leveraging my sophisticated analytic techniques to make fun of shit. I am a reviewer. But when I use words outside the common vernacular, it's for a reason. I don't want to insult my audience by assuming you don't understand words like vernacular. Oh, and hell, even if you don't, you'll pick it up from the context. When you speak entirely in buzzwords, though, you're insulting your audience twice. One, you're assuming they'll take you more seriously because of your, enhanced speech. And 2, you're gambling on them being too stupid to not notice how thinly veiled the manipulation is. You're pandering to the kind of businessman who takes linguistic flash over factual substance. Oh, and speaking of pandering, the user website for Knowledge Panel is insultingly simplistic. The base website is designed to look like an informative pamphlet, complete with a very large font, happy smiling people, and facts specifically presented to put a potential participant at ease. The emotional manipulation is obvious. It is also very effective. I feel calm and secure while reading the FAQ and browsing the various benefits I will receive. I don't know if this is common or a personal idiosyncrasy of mine, but when I feel calm and at ease, I start to look for the hidden knives. I don't do calm. Still, I've gotta admit, I really enjoy surveys. Every time I go to Starbucks and they give me one of these special receipts with a survey request on it, I eagerly fill it out to get my free drink. That's the kind of survey I feel completely comfortable with. Knowledge Network still seems kind of iffy to me, so I decided to check out this link right here. The link sends me to the Better Business Bureau page for Knowledge Networks Incorporated. When I checked this and captured my footage, they had an A+ rating. BBB ratings are mainly issued by the satisfactory resolution of customer complaints, of which KN had only 1. Although an A+ rating is undeniably good, I've got to admit that if I was running a scam, you could be damn sure that I'd pay somebody under the table to register a complaint and then give me the best ratings ever for an adequate response. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened here, but it's what I would have done. Naturally, I decided to leverage my sophisticated analytic... buzzwords. I decided to focus my research towards the face of the company. The guy who sent me a letter with $2 attached to it. Dear current resident. That hasn't gotten old yet. Down at the bottom of the page was a beautifully replicated signature of the co-founder of Knowledge Networks and current chairman of the board, one Norman Nee, Ph.D. That is one of the finest names I have ever heard, assuming I'm pronouncing it correctly. As I like to be thorough in my research, I actually hunted down his office phone number at Stanford and called it in the middle of the night, aiming to get a voicemail to check the pronunciation. Instead...
Hello, you have reached SAQSS telephone line. SAQSS has been closed for budgetary reasons. If you need...
Yeah, that's a voicemail for a company that closed down because they ran out of money. I was supposed to be calling a college. This is not filling me with confidence. The last thing I want to mention during this overview of Knowledge Panel is how much of a focus they put on random sampling. You can't join Knowledge Panel unless they send you an invitation. There's no opt-in option. That being said, they put such a heavy focus on allowing anyone to join, they're actually willing to send you a computer and provide you with dial-up. Unfortunately, this is something I can't corroborate. As a video editor, I clearly have my own equipment, and I'll hazard an educated guess that anybody watching this video isn't using dial-up. Still, if by twist of twisted fate you are using a computer provided to you by Knowledge Networks, contact me and tell me about your experiences. Assuming they gave you something more complicated than a TI-83. After all of that, I still don't feel like I have the necessary empirical evidence to determine the validity of this... I guess it's an opportunity. I actually took so long scripting this that they sent me a follow-up letter reminding me to sign up. So I did! I am now a registered member of Knowledge Panel, and they're going to be sending me surveys on... things, I guess. I didn't have to sign any confidentiality clause or non-disclosure agreements, so I'm going to keep making videos about all the various crap that I have to put up with because of this association. If they're telling the truth, and I get money, that'd be cool, I'll let you know. But if they're liars and my spam box destroys the internet, actually you'll probably figure that one out on your own. Until then, I'll be following my own advice, doing my own research, and making my own opinions. Now, what should I do with my free will?
I'd like to make you an offer.
Great. How much?
2 whole bona fide US dollars. I got them in the mail. They're made of paper.
Sure, I guess we can start out at the bottom.